All right, and so with that done, we just have these fittings here that need to get retrofitted next. And then we'll be on our way. Pretty sure that's good. All right, guys, time to hook this thing up to a vacuum and see if it holds. So I have everything hooked up and I'm about to hit the switch here, just hoping that everything goes okay. So I have these guys closed now. I'm going to go ahead and open them up. Okay, open them up all the way. And I'm going to just let this vacuum for about maybe an hour or so. This has been going for maybe an hour or hour and a half at least. And the gauge here on the left, the low gauge, is supposed to read 27 and change inches of mercury. And it's been at 27, 28. I think ever since it started, or it may have been at 31st and then dropped down a little bit. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and close these valves now and then turn off the vacuum, and we will wait and see if it holds. All right, so it is 10:55 right now, and I think I started at 9:40 or something whenever I posted on Instagram. So I'm just gonna go make a cup of coffee and we'll come back to this in a bit. So it's been a few hours. It's now 1:55 a.m. The baby had a hard time going back to sleep after her bottle. And as you can see here, the gauge is still rock solid where it was before. Kind of like that, I don't know, 27, 28 area there, negative. So, first thing I'm going to do here now next is add in some of this UV dye, just to detect any leaks in the future. And on this one, I'm assuming that the amount I'm supposed to add is a 1/4 of an ounce, because it's measured, it says 1/4 of an ounce. So, yeah. Just guessing that's the amount I'm supposed to add. I'm going to be using this scale to measure out my refrigerant, which is this R12A, which is different from R12. And you only have to use 1/3 of the amount that you would use. So this 6 ounces
is equivalent to 18 ounces here. Hopefully you can see that. Of wait, is it sharp? Maybe, yeah. I think it's focused. So yeah, the 6 ounces is equivalent to 18 ounces, and in this case we're shooting for 650 to 750 grams of refrigerant. Oh, well, in this case it would be R12. So I'm gonna go for 700. So a third of that with the conversion comes out to 233 grams. So let's get all of this hooked up. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and close these valves have already been closed. So now I'll go ahead and disconnect the yellow tube here from the vacuum, and then invert it and pour some of this UV dye in, and then hook it up to the refrigerant can here once the tap is installed. Just making sure that the needle point in here is retracted first, and then we'll go ahead and charge it. I am going to be trying to charge it first. Oops, let me grab a light. I'm going to be trying to charge it first through the high line in the back there. So the low will remain closed, and then only the high will be opened. And the engine can't be running in this method, and the bottle here is going to be inverted upside down so that the refrigerant comes out in a liquid state. When you fill the AC with the can upright, it fills the system in a gaseous state. So it's kind of interesting. Yeah, so let's give it a go. It's all crazy fluorescent. You're gonna have to put it through the other side. It's not going through this side because there's a little valve, so that kind of sucks. Let me actually get some gloves on too, because it's going all over the place. Well, that was a bit of a fail. Okay, so I'm gonna hook up the bottle to this side, and then I'm gonna pour my dye in through this side, because I'm pretty sure that there's no valve on this side. And hopefully I can get some dye in there. Yeah. Oh shoot. Yeah. Yeah, this side is open. Come on. This stuff is really I thought it was more liquid than it is, but it's pretty viscous. Okay, well, this is not working out super well, so I might just go without this dye. I don't know. I thought it was just going to go through the tube, but it's not working, so. Okay, so we'll just cancel that then. And next, since there's air all in this line, I'll have to purge the air out. Actually, before purging, I'll go ahead and let's move this vacuum. Okay. Getting the scale here. Okay, let's see here. So I'm gonna go ahead and puncture the can now. Make sure everything is tight.
puncturing the can. And I'm going to open it up now to let the refrigerant flow. But it's going to be stopped here at the top. Well, maybe down here too, because I have to let the air out of the tube, like I mentioned earlier. Okay, so we'll open this guy up now. Okay, so this should be pressurized now. And I will purge through the valve here, and then we can hold this guy upside down and undo the high side and see if it flows. Let's go ahead and give it a push here. Whoa, that made a mess. Okay, so hopefully that's good. Let me do one more time just to make sure. Okay. So I'm gonna call that good now that it's made a mess everywhere and stuff. So next, just gonna hold this guy upside down and open up the high side here, leaving the low side closed. And hopefully, I think we're supposed to see some change in the low side, probably the high side as well, but there's supposed to be some vacuum pressure change on the low side also. So here we go. Okay. So the high side definitely changed. We'll go ahead and undo it all the way here. And I'm just going to hold it upside down just like that. I heard it. I heard it.
Oh yeah, it's spinning.
Let's go see if the air is cold. feels cold. Let's see, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. 50. And where am I getting the laser here? 49, 47. Let's see out of these ones here. Oops, if I could aim. Yeah, 50 something out of here. 48. 44. 43. Pretty good. Oh, it's going now. 39. Success.